Well, hello, Happy New Year. Fancy seeing you here. Were you terribly hungover yesterday? I wasn't. No, I know. Although I did, just sat in front of the telly, watch films. That's what I did yesterday, and it was great. Yeah, my New Year's was peaked too early in the evening, kind of. Yeah, so basically went out about 5:30, way too early. And we went to our local pub, the one that my mate used to run, and is now run by another friend. And got there, and he was like, "Oh, by the way, I'm closing at 6." And I was like, "Oh shit, like better drink up, like." But by that he just means like, no, I'm locking the door and not letting like any of the other folks come in. So we basically had like a mini lock-in of like all the regs, which was quite nice. And then, he brings out like shots, and so basically by about 7:30 I was a bit squiffy. And then because I didn't want to like stay out, it's too cold and I'm too old. So came back and we had Cheese Fest 24, which was all of the Christmas cheeses and every single condiment that you could possibly imagine. My favourite of which was the mum's homemade sweet corn relish, made from the sweet corn that was grown in the garden last year. That was absolutely delightful. Closely followed by the dill, was it dill mayonnaise? I don't think it's mayonnaise. Dill something that was in the Fortnum and Mason hamper that Belle got me for my birthday last year. That was really nice with pate. I think it's meant to be served with smoked salmon, but I had it with pate, like on a cracker, and that was delicious. Yeah, so that happened, and then pretty much like yesterday, like I said, it was eating the same foods again, and just watched a film with James McAvoy called Speak No Evil. That was very tense. Me and Mum both watched that and enjoyed it. But it was very much a shouting at the screen kind of like, no, don't, why are you doing that? Kind of like horror film. Like, just go, run, leave. Oh man, that kind of, it's very good. We did thoroughly enjoyed. I will say, like, on a mental health wise kind of thing, that how do I say this? Like, if I don't have plans for New Year's, and not everybody does, and that's a perfectly normal thing, but if I don't have plans for New Year's, I sometimes get very depressed and very like, even though New Year's isn't like, I don't know, if I don't have plans, basically, even just like, oh, the plan is to, watch a film or something, I do get very like, like nobody loves me. And I know that's bollocks because I was invited, to go to West Wales to stay in like a little cottage for the weekend with mates. And I was like, oh no, I can't, like, thank you like so much for the invite. That would have been lovely, but I feel bad about just, leaving Mum for like another weekend, and also, socialed. So, and obviously I had plans with like mates and stuff. Which were just vague plans of just like, we're not going to stay out all evening, we're going home for Cheese Fest, yes, done. But like, I know on other years where I haven't had any kind of plan, I've been like very much like manic and depressed and things like that. Not because I didn't have plans, I'd be manic and depressed anyway, and then not having plans on New Year's kind of, made me feel extra lonely sort of thing. And that's how come I know that I don't think I'm depressed anymore after 7 years of being on the same antidepressants, because it doesn't bother me so much. Is that kitten getting in a bag? Do you like that bag? That good bag? Do you want to see Shizuma? That good bag, Shizuma. Is it nice?
Good for sniffings. They're nice.
Yeah, that's how come I'm pretty sure I'm not depressed anymore. Is because like, normally on like a New Year's when I am depressed, I'm like, why, I've got to party and I've got to get drunk and I've got to be hungover and you know, and I'm just like, I'm not that bothered. So I'm not in any kind of manic episode. That's great. She's loving that bag. Anyway, so there's my little mental health update thing. Weight update. Oh, I've put on 8 pounds since going to Lyon and Christmas. I'm gonna say half of that is carb weight, like water retention, and then 4 pounds of actual, like, damn, did I eat good? And I would say it was worth every one of those 4 pounds because I have had freaking delicious food. I did have one of those massive Lebkuchen from Fortnum and Mason's last night, and I did have that thing of like, have I reached the finish now? Like, is that feels like maybe the end, quite possibly. And yeah, I think so. Also had some panettone, also had a macaroon, also had a chocolate Viennese whirl. It's my own fault. Totally worth all of it. But yeah, so I think I'm pretty much done with food for a bit and just kind of, yeah, I'm good. So back on it today until Mum goes out. Oh look, I've got, oh, no Mum, no. It's also like the most kind of day today, not because it's, you know, oh, it's January, but it's because the day that everything comes out of my account and eBay fees and someone just wanted a refund, and it's like I'm in the negatives on things, and it's like it's the darkest day for money today, but I know that everything is paid. And that from here, it can go, because it's January and people don't want to buy things. But it's okay because I've got next month's rent sorted. So we're okay. And we're just generally okay. Like, don't panic. However, it is a bit like, ow, 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 when all of the monies come out. You know, like rent and bills come out today, phone comes out today, subscriptions, you know, Netflix and all of that come out today, and Audible and stuff. And Maze, why haven't they contacted me to say that I've won a house yet? Rude. All of the, and Park Savings, link underneath if you want. Like all of that comes out today, so it's like, ouch. I appear to have no money. Don't worry, there's always money for cat food. So you would think that what I would do today would be like, right, let's get everything listed and make loads of money. No, what I'm going to do today is stock take. Yeah, man, I know. Yep. I'm going to get my orders together. I don't think, you don't need to. I'll quickly show you what's going out maybe. I've got 14 things to go out. It was going to be 15, one of which was a nice like £280 sale, which they wanted to cancel this morning. I'm like, no. But never mind. It was that beautiful Burmese ring, you know, with the rubies and stuff. Never mind. Come see, come saw. Yeah, so I'm going to finish my coffee, watch a little bit of YouTube's, and I'll be back in a sec with a very quick what's going out. Now, there's a reason I bought these. I'm going to... Oakley dokley, quick stuff going out. Natural stone. Sold this too cheap, £7.19. It's been in my store for a while. Art Deco necklace, £12.79. Bangle, £7.19. Genuine Pandora bangle, £20. Retro Chinese chain. It's got like a little Chinese dragon pendant on there, £9.99. International sale. A plaited flat chain necklace, £5.59. A Dalvey money clip, £13. A Matthew Williamson necklace, £12.99. A big zip necklace, it's a big zip, £8.99. An abalone flower brooch, £7.19. 2 kilogram job lot costume jewellery, £19.99. A job lot of Disney themed costume jewellery, £11.99. A petrol black glass beaded necklace, £7.99, and £15 for this sterling silver bangle over on Etsy. There we go. Boom, done. Coffee number 2. Here's my list of stuff that I want to do in January. I'm not a Targets person. I was watching George's video, reseller George, and he put his like targets up on his whiteboard and stuff. I don't work like that, because I used to have to work like that a lot, and now I rebel against it. But basically this is just my list of stuff to do, and the first thing on there before I can do all of those things is a stock take, because there's no point doing a stock take after you've listed a bunch of stuff, because you're basically just counting the same things again. I have managed to run down my eBay store down to 1,030 listings. Now I used to regularly have like around 2,500, but this time last year I think I still had about 2,000 listers on there. So I do need to like catch up on stuff, don't I? Right, so this is how I'm going to do my stock take. I go into listings and go into active, and then as you can see, each box has a SKU number, and I will type in, I need box 100. They changed all of this round, so like sometimes it doesn't anyways. So I should have 45 items in box 100, that one. So I'm going to check and make sure that they are all there. With eBay, now I probably won't do an Etsy stock take or a Vinted one, because I don't have the same problems on there. But we all know that occasionally on eBay, listings just kind of disappear, or sometimes, you know, well, not so much duplicate. I have had a duplicate one before, but definitely listings dropped off. And I think it's with the automatic relist of some things, that some things just don't, but you don't get a notification that it hasn't relisted. And so listings do just disappear. So that's why it's a good time or a good reason to do a stock take. And January for me is the best time to do it. Okay, so from the first box there are 3 things that I have found that are not listed on there. However, I do also have brooches in box number 110, so I will check that one next. And then we've got a few more from this one, 4 of them. I didn't even list that one too long ago, but I will double check. I will look through my active listings and search by like keywords such as like flower brooch, cat brooch, things like that, and double check and make sure that somehow they just haven't been weirdly miscued. Okay, well this is super annoying, because you used to be able to just search by SKU in here, but now it's asking for search by SKU, all of that. Now it's not proven as accurate, because all of those things were actually listed in the correct boxes, except this one, which has actually fallen off apparently. So I don't know why they weren't turning up in their boxes like that. So that's really annoying that even their like search function doesn't return all results that it should. This might be a long day. Okay, instead what I've done is just done sort by SKU number instead, which is, there you go, custom label SKU number. So ones, that's clothing, that's why I start jewellery with 100s, and bric-a-brac is alphabetical, because it's just, that's 3 different sections. So there we go. But yeah, sorting by SKU, at least you get everything there, just in whatever order. And it lets you know, like, as well, if something doesn't have a SKU number, because they would just be blank in there. But I think that's okay. And this one definitely is not there. 3 rows done. That is half of my eBay stock, well, jewellery stock. 4 things. 5 things, actually. Not loads, much better than I thought. But yeah, still, 5 bits of stock dropped off. Time for another coffee, I think. Okay, jewellery is done. 6 items found. Cheese and ham toasty on low carb bread, and with tomato in there as well. What's the matter? Huh? What are you yowling about? You don't know, do you? No. Silly kitten. That light is right buggery bright. But cool effect though, isn't it? Prince Charming, Prince Charming. Anyways, there's no escape. Anyways, right. So out of the 900 and something or whatever it is, jewellery listings, there was 6 overall that had dropped off from the 30 to 40 odd bric-a-brac and bits and bobs, crafty stuff and things like that. 1 had fallen off. And from clothing, which I only have 40 items in total, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items that have fallen off. That's pretty awful. Pretty awful. I don't think I'm going to bother relisting them. I will relist like and the jewellery bits probably. I've added them back to my overstocks anyway. But the clothing, there's no point listing clothing on eBay, is there? And on Vinted, I don't know if I will be bothered. However, I do have a pile of stuff under here, which were my own clothes that I was going to list on Vinted. So maybe I will add them to that, and one day I will just have like I'm just going to list these clothes. Actually, before I do that, I should go through my own clothes and see what I want a colour of as well. Because I want to get rid of at least 2 Fred Perry dresses that I don't wear anymore. I should add that to the list of stuff to do, shouldn't I? Innit, kitten? Yeah, so I'm going to add those clothing ones that have dropped off in here. There's things like, there's a Hawaiian shirt, there's 2 white stuff t-shirts and things. So yeah, I'm just going to add them to that mini clothing death pile. There's less than 20 items in there, but like I said, I should have my own kind of wardrobe culling thing at some point, and add a few items to that. I think I will probably do that, and then it's an excuse to buy some more, isn't it? Over there, that is stuff that is to be listed. It looks like there's a lot there, but actually it's the trade kind of takes up a big bit. I forgot I had that. And there's a jewellery box, there's a couple of big books in there. And here's a little tip: if you had any posh bags and stuff for Christmas presents, like I didn't get these as Christmas presents, I acquired the bags, but there's like a Vivienne Westwood bag and a Dior one, and you know, from other posh shops there's like a Pandora one and things like that I've just acquired. I'm gonna list them, like, and the Fortnum and Mason one that I got the other day, because people might need them as like Instagram props or something like that, you know, looks like they've been to a load of posh shops, but you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to list those as well at some point, so they're in there. Yeah, so, but that's not a job for today. That is not a job for today. Today is finishing and sorting the office. What I've done here as well is 3 are clothing. That's right. That one there, that's Vinted clothing, which is about 5 listings. There's really not that much in there. And then I've got bric-a-brac now on the bottom 4. And now all of that, I say all of that is jewellery. It's not only 4 of them are jewellery, and then the other 4 are like pretty much empty. But that's consolidated that quite nicely as well. So that feels quite good. It feels like I'm almost able to like start doing my stuff, but I can at least tick off or cross off, yay, the first thing on the list. So that's quite nice, isn't it? What I can do is start on my eBay auctions again, so I can start them off. I have got a load of job lots from when I was doing unbaggings that I haven't listed. I've listed the majority of the 2 kilogram lots because they are just a repeat listing, and I just changed the photographs on them. So I've only got one more of those to list, but I do have things that I do want to put up for auction. So stuff like I've got big vintage lots, I've got you know the kind of lots that I do, pearly ones, kids ones, all of those kind of things. And those ones can be my fresh auction starting, because I do need to start up auctions again because they bring traction to the store. So yeah, that's another thing that I might do this afternoon. What time is it? Have I done enough work? Oh, but it's 1:45 and I normally finish work at 2. So that might be it for today. But I think before I finish work, because I'm not going to be too naughty, is I will at least sort out what auctions I do want to do, or what job lots I do want to do. I know I'm going to end up doing them, aren't I? Okay, let me have a think about that. Okay, I'm just going to do 5 listings. 2 job lots of watches, 2 job lots of kid stuff, 1 job lot of faux pills, 1 coffee, and then I'm going to be done for the day, sort of. Right, whoa, work done. I watched a bit of telly and stuff and sorting out some washing, and now I'm cooking down some leeks because I'm going to make a leek and spinach gratin to go with some chicken casserole. Yum yum. Oofed. And there's me tasty, slightly cheesy gratin. Lovely. That dinner was yummy, using a bit of leftover boursin, like mixed in with some leeks and spinach. Chef's kiss. Delicious. Right, after me whinging this morning about having to like refund an Etsy order, I have since had some nice Etsy orders come in today, which is pretty cool. So this is what I'm going to leave you with. I have sold for, what's that, $19.99, a gorgeous, beautiful, oh, you're not going to see it's a labradorite ring. It's got some right nice flashes, but you won't see it under this light because it's quite dark. That says 9-carat opal triplet on it. It's blatantly not that. Anyways, I shall change that baggie over, or scrub that off. And then the next one, they bought 2 items, which is rather lovely. So in total, it's about £85 they spent on this. So a rather groovy pair of like a curved rectangle earrings with this like striped copper down the middle. And then a gorgeous multi-gemstone bracelet. Look at this chunk. Oh, come on. Oh, don't do this. There. Oof. Look at that. All those gemstones and big chunks of silver. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. So I'm going to wrap them up and post them up so that Martin can come and collect them tomorrow, and then that is me properly done for today. I don't know what I'm going to get up to tomorrow, whether I do have a listing day. I did want to pop into town to the jewellers to cash in some gold. Yes, I will be sort of explaining a bit more about that, but apparently they're still closed tomorrow due to staff sickness. So I won't do that tomorrow. I'll probably do that Saturday. So I might see you tomorrow, I might not. But anyways, see you soon. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.